on this beautiful day here in Shenyang. Dre, Leia, Liz, thank you, Drea. And then we're going to go to our first destination, which is going to be quite a bit of history. Thank you, Ada, JP. You know what? I'm not even going to get too deep into the history today, man. People, it's Thursday night. People just trying to chill a little bit. The week is almost over. It's a short week. Thank you, Henten and all things. I'm just going to go ahead and walk around and try to keep it as chill as possible. You guys are going to see a very nice house today. Let me just put it this way. You're going to see a very, very nice house today. Thank you, Hufflepuff and Tar Heel Babe. A very nice house that belonged to the man who used to rule over entire Manchuria about 100 years ago. So you're going to see a very nice house. And then if the signal is good, I'm going to go try my luck inside the museum where they used to hold all the gold. Used to be a bank, but now it's a museum. And then we're going to go to the shopping street. So that's pretty much the plan for today. Thank you, Terry. We're going to walk around for about 15-20 minutes. Let's keep it moving. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. Please hit that share button. What up, Terry? What is up, Lisa and Melinda? Thank y'all. Thank you. Hello in Ohio. Thank you. 13-10 Chiefs. I got you, Bob. Thank you for giving me the score. Appreciate it. Taylor Swift is in the house, I heard. I saw Taylor Swift herself rode into Arrowhead Stadium. Thank you, Leather and Pearls. Exciting time. Football is back, baby. Wish I was back home, to be honest, man. Wish I was on the couch right now just watching football. Thank you, Apollonia. But it's time to go to work. Let's go ahead and show you as much as what's going on in the city as possible. Thank you, Hufflepuff. Thank you, Lavish. All right, let me look at my map. Make sure I'm not lost. So good, what's it called? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Thank you, Pamela and Lavish. Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Pamela, Melinda. Thank you for the corgi. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you, Pamela. Thank y'all. Big Jake. Thank you, guys. Good morning to everybody in Asia and Australia, New Zealand. Good evening to everybody in the United States, back home in America. Good late night, everybody in Europe. Thank you, Lisa Ann. It is a beautiful, beautiful day out here. Thank you, Amuj, for moderating. Thank you, Jules, man. Jules, I appreciate you. Thank you, Big Jake. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, Stacy. It is an absolute... We just got started a couple minutes ago, by the way. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, Daily Day. Thank you, Lena. Thank you, Daily Day. We just got started. Now, you can see Shenyang's actually going to be pretty busy this weekend. Daily Day and Keto. Dana, thank you. Oh, I'm going to tell you guys something, though. So tomorrow is Saturday night. Karen and Lena, thank you. So they jacking up the price of the hotel on me tomorrow night. Okay? I'm not going to be able to have a hotel room tomorrow night because it's way too expensive. It's Saturday night. There's a lot of people here. Guess what we're going to do tomorrow? Thank you, Robin and EME. We're going to go to a big bath house after I finish streaming my first evening session. I'm gonna go to a bath house, and I'm gonna show you guys what the bath house looks like inside. Thank you, Jack 12, and we're gonna stay there for the night. We're gonna save on a one night's hotel room by staying at a bath house tomorrow night. So it'll be Saturday night for me, Saturday morning for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys what a North China bath house looks like. Very, very unique experience, different from Southern China's massage parlors. Very, very different, like total legitimate, nothing funky, nothing freaky going on, but just a really unique experience. So we're not gonna pay for the hotel. We'll roll that money towards like a little bathhouse, a little massage place. We'll find a good one, and then we'll stream what the inside looks like. Not the areas where people are changing, obviously, but we'll show you we'll show you some cool stuff, man. Because Northern Chinese bathhouses are amazing. Like it's a totally different experience. So follow the channel and share this live stream. That's right. Somebody just pointed this out. I didn't even see this. Look at this right here, man. This is big money to get this car right here, man. I know there's a dime a dozen back home in America. You see this everywhere back home in America, but you don't see this a lot here in China. Look at this. A badass car, man. That's a badass car. Dodge Ram Mammoth. Look at this. Man, I don't need to worry about my stuff being taken anywhere in China, man. It's a beautiful car. Look at this. I wonder if this is all original, man. It's a beautiful car. It's called Supercharged. 6.2 liters, all look at the paint all matte as well. Beautiful. How much is this car back home in America? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Thank you, Elizabeth D, Jules, everybody. Temperature today is cool, man, but unfortunately the sun is beating on me again. Thank you, Pepper. It's just the sun is beating on me. All right, we're gonna walk around here for, like I said, 15, 20 minutes, and then we go to our first destination. Let's see how the signal is today. Thank you, Pepper. Great to see you in the Philippines. Hopefully the signal stays good today. That is the number one goal. If the signal is good, then we are good. If the signal is not good from the inside the house, then we are in trouble. So hopefully the signal is as good as it was yesterday. Let's keep it moving. Signal's been good here. Cool. You know what I haven't seen in China yet, though? Cyber trucks. I've never seen a cyber truck in China. They're everywhere in America now, but I've never seen one in China. Move. Thank you, Daily Day. Great to see everybody. I gotta walk one more block. Thank you, BB. Thank you, Daily Day. Thank you, Kevin. Great to see everyone. Good evening, everybody. Wakey, wakey for me. But hope you guys had a great day. Thank you, Robin. And also, tomorrow morning, I'm actually thinking about taking you guys to an industrial city. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually thinking about taking you guys to a very, very industrial city about an hour from Shenyang to show you guys, like, what used to be once a great industrial city. Thank you, BB. After all the big factories have left, looks like now. Thank you, Justin and BB. All right, this is the beginning of our destination. This is called Taoyuan Alley. We'll walk around here, and then we're gonna walk towards the big house. This is it right here. Thank you, April. Thank you, Alicia. This is it. Make a left turn right here. Come on. Follow the channel and share this live stream, everybody. Thank you, Carol. We just chilling. It's Friday morning, right around 10:30 a.m. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Fuki. Let's keep it moving. Oh, okay. You know what? While we're walking down this alley, let me explain a little bit about the house that we're about to see, why it's so famous, who lived there. Okay? Lisa Ann with the subscriptions. No, Lisa, I appreciate you. Thank you, Lisa. If you got a free subscription from Lisa, please give her a word of thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel, Lisa, and making it possible for me to do this. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, everybody, man. Jules, Elizabeth, everybody. Ada, thank you. Thank you, guys. All right. The house that we're about to see today is a famous tourist attraction now. Thank you, Melinda. There's a big line of people waiting to get in. I don't even need to go there, and I can already imagine there's going to be a lot of people. That house belonged to the former ruler of this entire region. I'm not going to say his name. I'm just going to call him Commander Zhang. His name is very hard to pronounce in Chinese. In English as well. His name is Zhang Xueliang in Chinese. So try to pronounce that in English. Zhang Xueliang. He used to be the commander of this entire region about 100 years ago. His home has now been turned into a museum. Fun fact about him, he actually immigrated to the United States when he got older. So he went to the United States when he was older, and he passed away at age 100 in Honolulu in Hawaii. So think about that. He passed away in Honolulu. He started his life here in Shenyang in northeast China. He went through a very tumultuous time period in Chinese history. He actually spent his later years in Taiwan, China, and then he immigrated to the United States of America, where he would pass away in Honolulu. His home is now a big museum. Everybody can go in, pay their respect to him. See, Commander Zhang Xueliang is a very famous figure, I would say, in North China, in northern China. His life is all about northern China. He used to be the wartime commander here in Manchuria before the Japanese invaded. Now, no, he used to be the commander, period. However, in southern China, his reputation isn't nearly as big as it is here in northern China. The people here really respect him. But in southern China, like in Shenzhen and Guangzhou and Guangdong, to be honest, I've never really heard too much about him until I came here. Okay, until I came here to northern China. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. That's what we're gonna see his home. And then there's another museum that used to be a bank where they stored all the gold, all the money here locally in Shenyang. It's been turned into a museum. We're gonna try to see that a little bit later as well. Thank you, Liz Tak. Thank you, Jose. So anyway, just a lot of walking, a lot of sightseeing today. Walk through some neighborhoods and just chill out a little bit. Thank you, Liz Tak. Good evening, everybody. Man, how do I know? A lot of people always ask me, how do you know all this? Look, dog, I'm a very curious person and I study. Thank you, Liz Tak, all things and Goss. I like to study. I like to read. This is why the channel is successful. Thank you, MK. What you're seeing on the channel now in terms of my content is only 1% of what I'm capable of. There's so many new formats that I want to experiment with. So many new things I want to show you guys. What you guys are seeing now in terms of my video content, not my live streams, my video content is only 1% of what I'm capable of. Thank you, Anya. The rest of the knowledge is in my head. I just need to find a way and the time to give it to you guys. You know what I'm saying? So like what you're seeing now is really the beginning of the channel. That's why I always told you guys, I want to have a Netflix show one day because there's a lot of things I want to show you, but it takes more resources. Thank you, Sense Fan. Thank you. It takes a lot more resources to do what I want to be able to do. One of the first hires that we have to make if the channel gets even bigger is we need an animation specialist. What is an animation specialist? Like, we literally need someone who studied animations design in college or have a special ability to make animations. Thank you, Jonathan. As we keep walking down the street, because a lot of the content that we make is about history. And obviously history is in the past. And if you want to reenact some of the things that happen in history, you obviously can't invite those people back from the grave to reenact those. So you need to make animations to demonstrate what happened. Does that make sense? So we have a lot of things that we're trying to do right now. We're going to make it happen. We need to, we obviously need to balance our budget between, live streaming, going to different places versus getting an animation specialist to do some of the things that we want to do. Thank you, W Blower. So it's a lot of things we're trying to do here for the channel, man. Make sure y'all follow the channel. Thank you, Annie. Make sure y'all follow the channel. Good morning, Laugh Till. Good evening, everybody back home in America. I'm just taking this very casual stroll around this neighborhood. And then we gonna get up out of here. Thank you, La Boo Boo. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Kathy. Yes, I want to bring history to life. That's exactly right. All right, let's go ahead and get up out of here. Follow the channel, share this live stream. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Black Widow. What's up, everybody? I know, man, this is an older neighborhood. A lot of people saying cables are crazy, man. This is an older neighborhood. As we're walking around, you know what? Let me drop a little bit of knowledge on y'all, man. I want all the homeowners back home. Thank you, Black Widow and all things. I want all the homeowners back home in America to answer a question for me. If you own your own home. Thank you, Annabelle Nicho. Thank you. If you are a homeowner in the United States, I want y'all to answer a question for me. Okay? Thank you, Charlie Lambert. 10 subs. Lisa Ann, 5 subs. Thank you. If you got a free sub from Charlie, give him a word of thank you. Thank you, Nicho and Black Widow and Annabelle. We're going to our first destination now, but I wanted to give you guys a very interesting question. If you're a homeowner in the United States, how often do you need to do a home inspection to make sure that your home is in good shape? This is for all the homeowners out there. If you're a current homeowner, if you're a former homeowner, how often do you need to do a home inspection? Thank you, man. Thank you, Charlie and Lisa, for sending those subscriptions. Thank you. If you got a sub from Charlie and from Lisa, please give them a word of thank you. Thank you, Purple. Never. You don't ever have to do a home inspection just when you buy? Okay, just when you buy. Okay. So my question is, like, how do you know that your home is up to code and is in good shape? You know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of maintenance, how do you do it? So the answer is never. Right? Only to sell it. Okay, Nate says only to sell it. Okay? All right. Well, you know what's interesting is I walk around these older neighborhoods, there's actually a new bill, a new law, a new bill that's being discussed here in China about exactly these older homes that were built in the 90s that were built in the early 2000s, late 90s, mid 90s, some of them even older in the 80s. Thank you, Black Widow. As they get older, who is going to pay for the inspection that these things are up to code? Thank you, Black Widow, Lauren, and Snuff Dipper. Heather just became a 4-month subscriber. Thank you. We're over 1,300 paying subscribers now. Thank you for all the love and support. Thank you, Snuff Dipper and Black Widow. Thank you. So that's one of the things, as I'm standing in this neighborhood, that really strikes me, because this is a bill that's being talked about right now. Thank you, Vinny Rock and Jenny. The stimulus for this discussion happened in 2022 or 2021. About 2 to 3 years ago, there was an incident in Changsha where a building that looked just like this, the owner of the building illegally built another 7 floors above the roof of his home. 7 floors, not 1, not 2, built another 7 floors above his original home. He built another 7 floors, okay? And it was shoddy construction, and the freaking building collapsed. Thank you, Catwoman. It was a huge incident. It happened in Changsha. Over 56 people, I think it was like 56 people died from that incident. Okay, it was a huge, catastrophic incident. The owner was arrested. I'm pretty sure he's going to prison. Not only him, well, one of the owners actually, he himself also unfortunately passed away in the incident. So they started studying this bill. So as I'm standing around in these older neighborhoods, I'm thinking about my own home, my family's home in our hometown. Thank you, Annabelle, there's a new bill that's being discussed. It just came out a few days ago. It's like all the Chinese social media people are talking about it. A lot of people are talking about it. It's basically like when your house gets to a certain age. I Serpentia, Catwoman, Linda, and Elizabeth D, thank you. When your house gets to a certain age, who is responsible for doing inspections to make sure it's up to code, it's rigid, it's in good shape? Is it the people themselves? Is it the local government? Do you pay a fee? What do you do with this, right? It's some type of a scheme that they're discussing. It spurred a lot of discussion. And when I'm in a neighborhood like this, that's the first thing I think of, because it's a hot topic on Chinese social media now. You know, that bill has been studied. The people who drafted the bill, thank you, Fuki, they've been looking at it for the last 2 years, ever since that incident was one of the stimuluses, because here's the $1 million question. Do you know who ends up compensating the casualty, all the people who lost their lives in that incident? You know who ends up paying the bill? It was the local Changsha government. You know, you would think it's the insurance company, right? You think that guy had insurance? You think that guy that built 7 floors illegally above his ceiling, you think he had homeowner insurance? You think he had something like that, right? You know he didn't have no insurance. So who ends up paying for the people who suffered during that incident? It was the local government who had to make sure the people were paid, right? So there's like this initiative, because you got to understand, China started this construction boom of building a lot of homes roughly 30, 40 years ago. A lot of these homes were made when I was a young boy. Now, these homes are very nice. They're in very good shape. But eventually it gets to a point where you're going to need to maintain these homes. You're going to need to inspect them. You're going to need to maintain them to make sure they're structurally sound. Make sure there's no illegal projects added to them that will cause an incident like that to happen again. Thank you, Black Widow. Who's going to pay for that? Very, very interesting topic. So this is why it made me start to think about America. Also, it made me think about my own parents. Like, who's doing our maintenance and housing inspections and making sure the house is in good shape? Thank you, Snuff Dipper. So it's like, I don't know. Also, the same thing happened back home in the United States, if you remember. You guys remember what happened back home in Florida a couple years ago? Do you guys remember that? What happened in Florida? Any of you guys remember that building incident in Florida that collapsed? Right? So it's not a problem that's unique to China. They have it here in the United States. I mean, back home in the United States as well. It's like this type of stuff, when you're walking in an older neighborhood, it makes you think about it. You know what I'm saying? So follow the channel, share this live stream. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to our next destination. I love these types of neighborhoods, though. But one thing you'll notice, though, every single freaking building looks exactly the same. You see that right here? Let's please share this live stream like Wendy is saying. Every single building here look exactly the same. Red, gray, and white. You see that? Absolutely beautiful. And this is, it's just so interesting when you're sitting here as an American, Chinese American, sitting here living in China, and you're kind of observing all these things that are happening in their society, it's just very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting to think about. And the reason I say it's interesting is because a lot of the things that happen here don't happen back home in America. Thank you, Snuff Dipper. Like, what I mean by that is, I don't mean that in a negative. Thank you, Snuff Dipper in Virginia. Thank you for that. Galaxy, thank you, N. I'll tell you what I mean by that. It's like a lot of the things as you're living here, and if you like to read the news and you like to see certain things, there's just a lot of things that happen here. It's almost as if you're living, I don't know how to say it. It's almost as if you're living in a parallel universe. You live in a parallel universe where a lot of things that they do here is just very, very unique and different from what we do back home in America. I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Let me get back on the main street. Over here. Follow the channel and share this live stream, man. I'll tell you what I mean by that. So, look at this. You imagine living out here. You talk about it. Thank you, all things. Look at this. It's different. China's a very different society, but it's also very similar in many ways. It's just. Let me be a little bit more specific in what I'm saying, so I'm not making it sound like I'm too coy about this. Thank you, Bayside and Ellie. It's like, that's a dental office right there, right in front of me. It's a dental office. It's like when you're living out here in China, there's just a lot of things that if you pay attention to your surroundings at all, it makes you really think about, like, what is the right way to do things. Let me explain to you guys what I mean by that. In the last 3 years, 4 years since the COVID pandemic happened, our housing prices back home in America have gone through the roof. Thank you, Linda, for the bracelets. That's how we move up the rankings. Our housing prices back home in America have absolutely gone through the roof. There's a lot of people who cannot afford a home. Not only can they not afford the home, they can't afford 7% interest rate, right? 7% interest rate is a double whammy. High housing price, high interest rate. A lot of people are priced out, right? That's what's been happening in the last 4 years. And it's like a lot of times when you're living here in China and you look at the things that happen here. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Black Widow, man. Charlie Lambert, Lisa Ann, Snuff Dipper, Nate, Elizabeth, everybody, man. Jules, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Black Widow. And you really think about this and you kind of ask yourself, like, okay, what exactly can be done about it? If our housing price has gone up so drastically in the last 3 years, it's good for the people who own a home, like my father, but for the people who don't have a home yet, what's the solution? Housing price has gone through the roof. What's the solution? Right? But it's like here in China, if you also have been living here like I have for the last 5.5 years, their housing prices have gone through the roof. Have gone through the roof 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Since 10 years ago, it's crazy housing prices. But the government does something about it. The government does something about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the government does something about it to try to cool down the prices. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's like when you're living here and you're just kind of taking it all in. Thank you, Snuff Dipper. And you're just wondering, like, what one of these apartments, probably like 100,000, 120,000. This is an older apartment. It just makes you think, like, a lot of the things that you observe and you see here in China is so different from what you would see back home in America. Thank you, Sweet Tooth, that it makes you really, like, think about things. Thank you, Stacy, like, what's right and what's not right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really makes you think about things. Does that make sense? Follow the channel, share this live stream. It's like, this is, honestly, man, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is another thing about China is like, even in a neighborhood at this time, thank you, Big Owl and Black Widow. It's like Shenzhen, where I live, the housing prices were getting out of control in 2020. They had literally doubled within, I think, the last 2-year period from 2000. Prices were going crazy during COVID-19. People were buying houses left and right. It was going crazy. Is they came out with a new policy overnight. They said every single house in Shenzhen, Raven, thank you, and Ellie, thank you, we're going to put an estimate price on it. So if you live in Shenzhen and you live in this apartment right here, let's say you live in this apartment in Shenzhen. This is 4 years ago. They don't do that anymore because now the housing market is slowing down. But let's say you live in this apartment in Shenzhen, right here, this one right here. The government has an estimate price for your home. And usually, almost always, that estimate price is lower than the market value because the market has been so overheated and it's such a big bubble. So the estimate price. So what do you do with the estimate price? You're still free to say, but we're lagging a little bit. Follow the channel, y'all. Follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. Follow the channel. We still lagging? Thank you, Daily Day. Is it better? Thank you, Daily. Are we still lagging? Thank you, user. Thank you, CKC. We good? Let's get up out of here. Let's get up out of here. Is it better? We good? Thank you, Ellie. Was good? All right, is it a little bit better? All right, but let me get back on the main road. It'll be a little bit better when I get back on the main road. All right, we good? All right, 100%, we good? We good? Zendor, thank you. We okay? All right, thank you, TLC. Thank you, Letty7. Yeah, we good? The sound doesn't match my mouth. Thank you, TLC. The sound doesn't match. Yeah, the lip sync is off, man. That's what happens when you have a shit-ass Wi-Fi. Come on, man. All right, thank you, Terry. Thank you, Nerd Girl. It's good now? Let me get back on the main road, man. We good? All right, now here's the problem. I need to get up out of here. Oh, there we go. I need to go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you, Terry. He said, hell nah. He said, hell nah. I already see the main road. I said, can I cut through this kitchen right here? Because that's the main road right there. He said, hell nah. He said, he said, get up out of here. He said, hell nah. He said, hell nah. Thank you, Hawk Chan. This dude said, hell nah. Thank you, all things. Let me get out of this neighborhood. I think I can make a right over here. Let me get up out of here. All right, let's go to our next destination, man. Let's go to get up out of here. I don't know why the signal is so bad. Let's keep it moving. All right, we good. All right, we made it. All right, we made it, everybody. We made it. We're out. We made it. Okay, everybody, if the signal is no good for you, scroll to the next live and come right back. That should help fix it. Let's go to our first destination today. Did a little bit of a walk. Let me also continue with my conversation. Thank you, Amazed and Loba. Is it a little bit better now? A little bit better. Thank you, Zendor. A little bit better? Thank you, Zendor. Better now? Okay. All right, but for real though, I want to continue to explain my story because my story is very important. So imagine you own an apartment here in Shenzhen. Let's say you own one of these apartments, okay? And let's say your apartment, the market value is $1 million, okay? Let's say your apartment is worth $1 million in Shenzhen. That's your apartment right there, okay? If the government appraisal for that house is only $600,000 for the same apartment, you're still free to sell it for $1 million. No one's gonna stop you from selling it for $1 million. That apartment right there. For example, it's a hypothesis, okay? Thank you, Eileen. But when your buyer goes to the bank to ask for a loan to purchase your apartment, your buyer is only going to be able to get a loan on the basis of $600,000, not able to get a loan on the basis of $1 million. So you're still free to sell it to whoever you want to, but the loan can only be based on the appraisal value that the local government put on it. So that was a policy that Shenzhen introduced in 2021, I think, to try to cool down the housing market. And believe me, it worked. It worked. The prices did come down. However, the policy has been scrapped now. They don't do that anymore because it's slowed down way too much. So this is why, like, when you walk around here in China, you think about a lot of things that happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like it makes you kind of think about whether or not follow the channel and share this live stream, like which policy makes sense for the people. You know what I'm saying? Like some people would say, well, that's interfering in free economics, that's interfering in the market. Or some people will say it's good for the people who are trying to buy a home and get a lower price. So I don't know, man. When you live here in China, you think about the way that they do things that are a little bit different from back home in the United States. Thank you, GTAC. A lot of times when you think about it, it's just like, a lot of the things that they do here actually make pretty good sense. Thank you, Leela, and all things. Thank you, guys. A lot of things that they do here actually make pretty good sense. So let's keep walking. Let's go to our first destination. Let's go to Commander Zhang's mansion. Hopefully the signal is a little bit better. Same thing. Is the signal a little bit better? I'm back on the main road, so hopefully the signal's better and everything is synced. Thank you, MH Bird. Signal's good? Yeah. Mouth and voice is in sync. Yeah. Good. All right, please follow the channel and share this live stream. We're going to go to our first destination. I already have my ticket in hand. Thank you, Coffee. Thank you. It's not in sync. No. Man, come on, man. Let me see if this will fix it. Hold up 1 second. Hold up. Yeah, is it okay? Good? We're good? All right, let's just keep moving, man. Nah, hell nah, I don't have no T-Mobile. I live in China. How am I supposed to have T-Mobile? Come on, man. We're good? All right, man, let's just keep moving. We're about 5 minutes away from the destination. I don't know why we're lagging. A big-ass cell tower right there with like 20 different cell signals right up there. I don't even know why we're lagging. It makes no sense. Look at that big-ass cell tower right there. I don't know why we're lagging. All them cell towers and we're lagging here. Don't make no sense. Let's keep moving. Let's go and explore. Thank you, Eileen. Whew. Thank you, Nook E. It's good? It's all good? All right. Scroll to the next live stream and come right back if it's lagging for you. I'm across the street right now. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, all things. temperature is hot. Temperature is one word, hot. Thank you, Lil Felix. Nothing messes up my mood more than a lag. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, N. Nothing makes me more upset than a lag, because that is something I can't control. Thank you, Lil Felix. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Thank you, Wendy, for extending your subscription. Sherry, Ronnie, thank you. All right, let's keep going. Thank you, Sherry. You know, I always get these comments about how many white cars there are in China. Y'all be noticing stuff I never even really pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? I don't really even pay attention to these things. Thank you, Sherry. Y'all be just noticing random stuff I don't really pay attention to. But there are a lot of white cars. The moment y'all started mentioning it in my chats a few weeks ago, I've actually been paying attention to this. Thank you, Sherry. Keep it moving. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Leandra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's keep moving. Yeah, today also is Friday. The reason why we're going to the mansion today, thank you, Korea, on a Friday, is because starting on the weekends, there's going to be a lot more people. So we're trying to catch the last weekday, where hopefully there'll be some fewer people than usual, because tomorrow is going to be packed, jam-packed. Somehow, Shenyang is actually now a very popular tourist city. In my hotel lobby, I'll be hearing like Sichuan accents. I'll be hearing accents from all over China, all types of different accents. So there's a lot of people from different parts of China who are here on vacation. Thank you, N. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why the hotel price tomorrow night is so expensive. And that's why we're going to be in a bathhouse tomorrow night. Thank you, Dusiwa. All right, 5 minutes straight ahead, make a left turn, and we should be there. Thank you, N and Dusiwa. Let's keep moving. How's the signal now? Is the signal good? Honestly, man, if this thing keeps being out of sync, man, I'm going to restart this live stream. Thank you, Hilpco. Thank you, Moon. Is the signal a little bit better? Are we in sync? If we're not in sync, man, I'm gonna restart this live stream. Thank you, David. Yeah, we good? It's good? All right. I ain't gonna worry about it though. Yeah, anyway, to continue with our conversation though. Living here for 5.5 years, the first few years when I was in China, you know, I was so busy with my job, working here for an American company. You know, my existence here in this country was very much in a bubble. I didn't really know how to do a lot of the things on Chinese apps as I do now. I was very much living in a bubble. I was still using Apple Maps. I was still using a lot of American apps from back home. My life wasn't really fully acclimated. What the hell is going on with the signal today?